Is it? Thank you everybody for coming to the Robot Chicken panel. I'm Zach Ode, editor of Toy Fair Magazine. Welcome to Whisperworld LA. And
I'm Matt Sunrise.
I know, right? Ladies, he's taken. Sorry. I'm Seth Green.
I'm Hugh Sturbakov.
And I'm Kevin Shinnick. And this is Password Plus.
So what do we want to talk about today? Just to briefly say, at the very end of the panel, we're going to show you off our favorite clips, in addition to a couple new things that will be airing August 31st.
It's happening.
So yeah, so what do we want to talk about?
Well, you know, I didn't really, we should have planned something. Yes. Oh, I got it. So are there any questions from the audience? I'll direct questions to any of the people on the panel. Oh yeah, I see somebody.
All right.
Yeah, are you guys going to do any more Transformers sketches?
Ooh.
Preferably, you know, G1 versus the movie.
Kevin, you want to talk about any Transformers sketches?
I think we do have at least one coming up. It's in the works, and it all depends on whether we think it's hilarious or not.
Just to give you an update of where we are, we just started writing season 4. We're about 2.5 weeks in, or 2 weeks in. So,
and we already have some genius stuff.
Settle down, you haven't seen it.
I know.
It might be terrible.
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah!
You guys felt the same way about the second season of Lost until it happened. They're coming back, come on, they're making up for it. I'm watching.
But as far as Transformers, I mean, we've rejected 3 sketches so far that have been Transformers, just because they weren't funny.
A bit of another one. What about Doctor Who?
What about?
Oh god.
Yeah, he's awesome. Everybody knows.
We did a Doctor Who sketch that a lot of people didn't understand in our.
Who's on first?
Yeah, the Who's on First.
That was just for you. That was our personal Valentine to you. See, no one even, it wasn't for anybody else. So a lot of late arrivals, missed the opening number.
Right over here.
Oh yeah, Captain America.
Just a real quick question. Do y'all have any advice for any aspiring writers out there?
Aspiring writers.
Don't get started during a strike.
And another question is one movie that I don't think any of y'all have really touched on yet. That was Teen Wolf. Are y'all gonna do any sketches?
You know what's so funny? We had that one thing. Don't you remember that?
Yeah.
We were trying to play with it. It just the hard thing about writing the show is you got to find things that work organically, and you have to make a parody defense. Oh, thank you so much. That's Kyle, everybody. He's available for underage slave labor. You just gotta find something that works organically. Sometimes we'll aim at a property and say, oh, I'd love to do something with this, but usually it's led by a joke. Somebody says, you know what always struck me funny? Or did you ever notice this, that, and the other thing? And that's kind of where stuff comes from.
Yeah, and as far as like writing goes, I mean, from our perspective and what we look for in hiring writers, I don't think anybody came from the traditional route. It's random little clips that we've seen online that we went after and said, hey, this is funny. There was 2 guys who worked on a failed MTV pilot that we ended up hiring. We saw someone at the Groundlings and thought they were funny. You know, that's kind of where we end up getting most of our talent. It's just we're geeks. You know, we're the ones surfing the internet and finding this stuff, and like just if we think they're funny. Kevin, how did we find you?
How'd you find it? Well, I was going to say, to answer your question, just keep writing. Just keep writing and just keep collecting all that stuff.
No, Cap, we don't give legitimate advice.
All right. Do you have any sisters?
Never quit. and like the new movie, never back down.
This gentleman right here, do you have a question?
Hey, this might sound off topic, but I've been dying to hear you do Chris's voice.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
That sounded nothing like it.
Here, let me put it this way. Are you going to turn around and do it? I was just going to say. He won't let anyone look at his face when he's doing it.
I'm under the table!
I'm in the midst of pleasuring my dear friend Seth Green.
What are you saying over there?
This guy right here.
How does it feel to like wake up every morning and know there's thousands of women in the shower?
It's funny, you know, usually when I wake up, it's like this.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Was it? Yeah.
Seth, it's 3 in the afternoon. You're
What's up? I'm running late.
Can I actually hear Matt answer that same question though?
What?
What it's like to wake up with thousands of women dreaming about you?
About me? I don't think that question was not.
Well, we were just in Australia, actually. Matt and I were just in Australia. We brought the show there because it's coming to the Australian Comedy Channel, which is kind of awesome. And Australian people apparently get the humor. And we were at a... Right? It's awesome!
So the toilets do flush backwards.
Yeah. Well, they've all got these vacuum toilets like they do in Japan, so you push a button, it sort of sucks it straight down, so we couldn't measure the effect, the Coriolis effect. But when we were at this place, this guy behind the counter, we were at a fun park where they have cheap rides and stuff, and most of it was really broken down and dangerous, but we went to the snack counter because that seemed alright. And the guy behind the counter was like, "Whoa, from Robot Chicken Man?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," because not you, dude, that guy.
Yes. He asked me how I like to kill people. Which I thought was very odd.
It's so curious to me, like, why are you saying to kill people then? Those are toys. That's fake.
It's a little uncomfortable.
What do you got, Zach?
I think we have a question way over there in the corner. He's had his hand up for a while.
That kid? Make fun of what?
Rats. We actually...
Yeah, man.
We did a sketch where it was called Exposed, like MTV's Exposed.
Like that TV show?
And it was Barbie and Bratz.
Although, how old are you, man? How old are you? 13? Shouldn't really be watching the show. Where's your parents? Right on, Dad. Right on. No, stern admonishment for that child. Go, Dad. But yeah, we kind of played with the dynamic between Barbie and Bratz styles, the way that Barbie's perceived to be this very, you know, affluent and accomplished, educated young woman who's a doctor and a space shuttle pilot, an equestrian master, you know, and then the Bratz who's just a slut, she's like, "What's up? I love hot dogs. Put it in my mouth," you know. Well, we kind of put that against the motif of Exposed, which is one of the most embarrassingly overt dating shows you've ever seen, where they're like, "I really feel like I could make a connection, but I think you and I could hit it." So it's grotesque. That's what. Welcome to the future, kids.
Did you ever make a Robot Chicken movie?
Would we ever, or did we ever? Yes.
We would?
Yeah, we would.
Sure.
If the circumstances were correct and we could come up with something that made sense, sure, totally.
The big conversation that goes back and forth. How do you do something that's designed to be ADD in 11 minutes, super fast paced for 2 hours? So baby.
First of all, let's go 88 minutes.
88 minutes.
Yeah. And then, you know, we got. But not yet. Someday.